knowing that you're not going to be able to actually grab it because it's literally too far away, but thinking, what if I could reach that camera on the other side of the room?
So a hand has to be involved.
Generally, a hand being involved is helpful.
The Mercedes-Benz Interview Lounge.
And we welcome Jeremy Jordan to the show. Hi, Jeremy.
Yeah!
Oh, my.
I know.
Like I'm at the theater.
Don't you love a standing ovation? You got one.
Did I?
Yeah, well, okay. It's a sitting ovation.
Yeah.
You know, we, of course, we're on in New York and we're on around the country, and we get text messages all the time. Hey, I'm coming to New York this weekend. What show should I see? And Great Gatsby is always my go-to for that.
Oh.
Well, it's always been my favorite story, but to have it on the stage, Broadway, that's the best. You started the Great Gatsby run. Back, how many years ago was that?
Well, 2 or 3 years ago, we did it out of town, and then we started on Broadway early last year.
Right.
Yeah.
And now you're coming back.
Yeah, I'm coming back. OG.
Can you go back? Is it okay to go back?
Yeah.
It is okay to go back.
Did you have to relearn everything, or did you remember everything?
I spent the last 3 days with my brain exploding. But yeah, it all came back to me. Yeah, I mean, it was like I left like 9 or 10 months ago. So it's basically still there. We're going to find out on Monday when I start doing the show.
Sweet. Well, we'll all find out together.
I just walk on stage and just like blank stare.
That's the time to do it.
Hopefully I'll get a standing ovation like we just did and give me time to reset and get some confidence.
Now, were you a fan of the story of Great Gatsby when you were a kid or a long time ago? Or is this a new story to you, basically?
I knew it. I wouldn't say I was like a fan. I mean, I read it because I was made to read it as a child. Right. And I don't think I ever revisited since then. But then when I got the show and I read it again, I was like, oh, this book still holds up.
It's such a great story.
Yeah.
And, you know, in film and on stage, excellent. But let's talk about you. Where are you from originally?
I'm from Texas.
Where are you from?
I'm from Corpus Christi, Texas.
Corpus Christi. I'm from McKinney, Texas. So we were in Corpus a lot. So you ended up in New York, and if anyone asked you what you did, you would say an actor, and then the next question would be, well, what restaurant do you work in? and that's how you got started here in New York. Is that true?
Well, my first gigs were like cater waitering, which was a little bit soulless. I was like a pretty shy person, so I was like, oh, I can just kind of sink in the background. But then I realized, oh wait, I need attention, and I'm just a tray holder. So I got out hopefully pretty quickly.
Right.
You were a tray holder that walked around and
truly, yes, that's what I did. I walked around holding trays, and every time I'm at a party now, I try to make eye contact with cater waiters because I felt like I was invisible.
That's what I was going to ask you. So as a cater waiter, way back in the day, when you walk around with the appetizers and people pass on it, does that hurt your feelings a little? I always feel bad being like, no.
No, I don't care if they pass. I care if they bump into me and act like I'm not a human being that's there.
That makes
sense. You don't have to eat this. I didn't make it.
I know.
Oh,
sometimes I just
I don't know what the hell this is.
We always found the best
What is this, a moosh boost?
Exactly.
Boosh. I can't even say it.
We always find the best place to stand for the caterer for when you come out
by
with
the
the
kitchen.
Oh, yeah.
By the kitchen, because you get first. As soon
For
as you
sure.
come out, I grab it off the tray.
For sure, yeah. You were my best friend.
So, no, you were never invisible to us, so
No.
you need to know that.
Don't you worry.
Yeah, if you can get your tray emptied, that sooner you can go back into safety.
But we hear these stories a lot about people who come to New York and they actually, they hit the pavement to audition and to work in catering jobs and this and that. So you're this example. I mean, you're the storybook. But so when did things start to click in the acting end of it for you?
Pretty soon. I was very fortunate. I mean, it was like a year and a half before I was in my first Broadway show, and I had done a couple of little smaller gigs before that, out of town regional things. I was lucky. I mean, I came out. I was fairly marketable in the industry, which is sadly a thing. But yeah, my first show on Broadway was Rock of Ages. And it was about a year and a half after I moved to the city. And it was one of those shows that I had no business in being in because it was a bunch of screamy rock stars and I was a legit trained musical theater boy. Yep. But I was a swing, so I was an understudy and I was just good enough to hit all the different weird parts that I could do, and that was it.
Well, So what does it mean, marketable? I mean, as an actor.
What
did you do? What did you
there's
do,
a there
Jeremy?
you know there's a okay. I mean, if we're being honest, there's a look.
Okay,
yes, there's a look. I still looked really young coming out of college, so I looked like I was like 16. So I could play young, which was really helpful because I was more mature than actual 16-year-olds, barely. But also, you know, I think that I had a voice that was marketable at the time, and I was a straight guy in musical theater, which is something that was not as high of a commodity at that time. So I was lucky in that regard.
Like
so being a straight guy. Being a unicorn. Once it says, I've never heard of unicorn and straight in the same.
I did not call myself a unicorn. Where did you hear that? Do not edit this in later.
He doesn't realize, like, you're like the hottie guy on Broadway. Like, you know, I interviewed you on the red carpet for the Tony Awards when you were in Floyd Collins.
Yeah.
And when we post an interview with you, people go crazy. You are like the boy, the guy. No, you're not a boy anymore, but you know what I mean?
No, I'm not. I'm a man. No, I guess I try not to listen or pay attention to that stuff. It freaks me out.
Really?
So yeah, stop.
I'm sorry.
No, I'm just kidding. No, yeah. I mean, it's weird, but you know, it is what it is.
So you act, you sing, but do you dance?
I can take direction and move well.
Okay.
My wife was a trained ballerina, so she laughs anytime anybody seems to insinuate that I actually can dance, and she's very much right. But you know, I can fake it.
Okay, fake dancing. I don't know.
Yeah, you know,
there's some great
as long
dancers
as you've got an entire chorus of dancers around you, surrounding you, there's a lot to look at. You can fake it.
Well, if you're playing Gatsby, I guess you don't have to dance a lot, so you're good.
No, there's a couple little things, but it's more stand and emote.
The people dance around him. That's how it works.
Like it's a lot of reaching, a lot of longing. That's basically the gig.
Okay, teach us. Be our acting coach. Teach us how to long.
Yeah, come on.
Teach us how to long. Oh, my kids are going to love it.
It's not like you're telling us to cry on cue. We need to long on cue.
Truly. I mean, it's really about picking a point and just like knowing that you're not going to be able to actually grab it because it's literally too far away, but thinking, what if I could reach that camera on the other side of the room?
So a hand has to be involved.
Generally, a hand being involved is helpful. You know, I try to be a little more subtle with it. It's just like maybe there's like a little twitch of the hand,
right?
You know, so it's Broadway. It's a big stage. You know, you got to tone it down a little bit.
I feel like
sometimes people can get a little too much.
But I don't feel like Gatsby can tone it down. He's Gatsby. I mean, you know what I mean?
Well,
he's cool though.
Yeah, I think my goal in Gatsby is to have the big beautiful story, but like keep it grounded and keep it honest while still being charming and acting to the back of the house.
Well, I love that. And I'm going to be at the airport today. I'm going to start longing for things right in front of everyone
really? Else. People are going to come up to you and be like, "Are you all right?"
I'm longing for things. Nate, do you have a question for Jeremy?
Yeah, well, as a former aspiring actor.
Yeah. Honestly, if I saw you on the street, I would probably pin you as that.
No, really?
Yeah.
Stop. Why? What is he putting out there that makes him seem like an actor to you?
What screams failure about?
Like an air of desperation.
Exactly.
There's a slight air of desperation.
Yes.
It's not desperation. It's desperation for like connection.
Longing.
You're like, hey, let's talk. You actually have a very strong presence about you, which is generally what makes people like tell other people you should be an actor. Yeah. Whether or not there's skill involved in that, I don't know. But like the strong presence really, really speaks to me.
Well, my question is about failure. Was there ever a point in your career, in the very beginnings, where you said, I can't. This is just too hard. I don't want to do this. I'm going to go back to accounting or whatever your backup plan was.
Cater waiter.
No, that was not my backup plan. I was a computer nerd. That was like my backup plan. I was secretly a total nerd. But no, I didn't have that. You
had success.
I had success early on. I mean, I'll be honest with you. You know, there are still parts of my career that I feel like I need, that I have things to accomplish and goals that I want to reach. But I was really lucky early on to not have to do that. In fact, I was so desperate to get out of the catering job. I used to also sing for little kids. Love kids. That job was terrible. And I was like, I need to do what I'm meant to do, and so yeah, I was lucky enough to have some opportunities early on.
When I talked to him on the red carpet for the Tonys, he had just come from Floyd Collins, and in that show, you're dirty a lot. So I said to you, wait a minute, they don't give you off for Tony Award night? You said, no, I had to run home, shower, and then run to the red carpet.
Yeah, well, I live in Jersey, so I didn't run home, but I did have to take a full shower. I mean, it's like you get covered in grime and dirt and all that stuff, but it's you do 8 shows a week on Broadway.
But
like
they don't
there's
give you
no
off
exception.
On a Tony Award night? I mean, that's a big night for
No,
Broadway.
I think we had like the next day off or something like that. But yeah.
You didn't go home, but you did shower. Where did the shower take place?
Well, some dressing rooms have nice little showers.
Oh,
Lincoln Center is pretty bougie.
Okay.
Lincoln Center is where I did Floyd Collins. They're bougie. Their dressing rooms, every single one of them, bidet. Just saying.
I was thinking the creepy gym shower that Nate pops into all the time, which I'm like, ooh, don't do that.
This is not helping your case.
Thank you.
I love the fact that we now know there's bidets in the dressing rooms at Lincoln
seriously.
Center. I'm going there next time. I want that fresh.
Yeah,
So
I just need to take a backstage tour just real quick. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, just give me a moment. If you're just turning us on, Jeremy Jordan is here, back in The Great Gatsby on Broadway, the show you should be watching, period. Danielle had a question to ask you.
Yeah, so
about a rumor.
Yeah, so
oh God,
the rumors out there that you were working on The Greatest Showman, that you at one point stepped in for Hugh Jackman as his role because something was going on with his voice, and then there was a possibility you would have taken the Zac Efron role, and then fans were pissed off because it never happened. So clear up these rumors, please.
I don't know what the rumors are. Listen, I was early in the development process of that show. I helped with some of the demos. I'm friends with Justin and Bench, who are the music writers, and I did an early reading where I was the Zac Efron character, and maybe naively had the hope that it was going to go somewhere after that, like completely unaware that they had already been talking to Zac Efron about it. And, I do a lot of concerts. I do a lot of like cabaret shows, and I told this really silly, goofy story about it all. And it somehow made it on the internet, and now everybody's up in arms. But, it's what it is. That's how the business works. Sometimes you're in a part of the process and not the whole thing. Mm-hmm. Sometimes, it doesn't always work out the way that you should, or that you think it should, or you want it to. Whether it should or not, I guess, is subjective. But
when it comes to Broadway,
well, Broadway is a whole other story. I don't know. I haven't gotten any calls.
Okay.
and I'm totally fine with it.
Okay.
Like everybody can be okay with it too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, welcome back to The Great Gatsby.
Yeah.
I can't wait to come see you. It is truly the best story. I love it.
Yeah.
I love it
it's
so
a
much.
really great, fun show. I saw it for the first time last night, actually.
Oh,
Was it good?
It was great. I cried at really inappropriate times. I think it was like a nostalgia
what made you
thing.
cry?
Like at a laugh line that I thought was way funnier than everybody else. It just it made me remember things, that kind of thing.
Do you play it? I just saw it a couple weeks ago. Do you play it as like he does? He was more comedic in the role, the guy that's there now.
I don't think so. I saw it for the first time, and I think that our performances are pretty drastically different.
Okay.
Now, there is obviously comedy. I like to yuck it up on occasion, but I think I'm a little bit. I lean a little bit more longing. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, if that's what we're gonna go for in this interview, I'm gonna hold on to that. But I think there's a there's a way to sort of keep it balanced because the show is, it is kind of a tragic love story, but there's a lot of room for comedy without making it like a farce. That's kind of my goal.
Okay. Do you call anyone old sport?
Oh.
The whole time.
In the show, yes, but you will not catch me dead saying it in real life.
I think we could bring that back. Let's bring that back to the year 2025.
It's never was a thing. It was only a thing with Gatsby. He made it up.
Well, I mean, we use words like pal.
Pal, yeah. Sure.
Old sport.
Bro.
Yeah.
And sport.
Sport.
Gandhi,
sport on its own, sure. I mean, slightly condescending, but yes. And I think he does use it in a bit of a condescending way, which is really fun.
He can get away with it.
Yeah.
All right, so you've had quite a career, a lot of cool roles.
Yeah.
Is there one or more that you think of and you're like, damn, I wish I wouldn't have done that one?
I wouldn't have done that?
Yeah.
I don't know that I could say that.
So you don't have to name them. But.
I've done one or two things in the film world that have not been my favorite.
That's where I've seen you.
I'm going to IMDb. I won't name it.
Yeah, well, there's a lot. So I think that was ambiguous enough that nobody. But it's more about like expectations weren't met in some regard, or like sometimes you do the gig because it's the one that they gave you, and that sort of thing. But I try to find positive things in everything and that I do, and I've been really lucky because I know a lot of people have negative experiences sometimes in their careers, but I've been really lucky to have really overwhelming positive experiences with almost every major job that I've done, in terms of the company, in terms of getting to do the character, getting to have input and feeling connected, even if it wasn't received super well by people. It's about the experience and the journey, and I try to hold on to that.
But it's got to be a completely different experience, because on Broadway you have control of how it comes out at the end. You're the person playing it and it's live. But when you make a film, you do it and someone else edits it.
Yeah, film and TV is tricky in that regard. I'm a massive control freak, and so I need to have the final say. And on Broadway, of course you're directed and all that stuff, but they leave eventually. And then you are in control of the final product. Of course you stick to the script mostly, and then you do all the things that you're supposed to do. But it's like I'm the manipulator of this universe, as opposed to TV and film. You go and you shoot something, you might try a few different takes, a few different ways, and 6 months later, some schmuck edits it together, and you're like, that's what my face looks like, and there's nothing you can do about it. And it's there for eternity.
Right, exactly. Wait, was Newsies your favorite that you did on Broadway, or do you have a favorite?
I would say Newsies and probably Floyd Collins have been my two favorite. Just because Newsies was my like big breakout role and like taught me a lot, and sort of I kind of came into myself as a performer, I think, and confidence. And Floyd, which is what I recently did, was probably the most challenging thing that I've ever done. But I really have enjoyed almost everything that I've done on Broadway. Yeah.
Thank you for coming in. We do appreciate it very much.
Of course.
The Great Gatsby. Make it a point to just get online and get your tickets now. Don't even think about it. Just make it happen. And it's an honor to have you here. Everyone's just so giddy that you're here. That's not him.
Yeah. Yes. Oh, I love performing for an audience of 6.
The Mercedes-Benz Interview Lounge.